I have a this week in government secrets. If we want to throw it in here,
let's do it.
This is coming from Going Underground. Posted this on Twitter. They always do a great thing on this day in history, and this was a few days ago. In this day in history, former president of France, Jacques Chirac, said, quote, "While speaking of Africa, we must check our memory. We started draining the continent 4.5 centuries ago with the slave trade. Next, we discovered their raw materials and seized them. Having deprived Africans of their wealth, we sent in our elites who destroyed their culture. Now we are depriving them of their brains thanks to scholarships, which are definitely another form of exploitation because at the end, the most intelligent students do not go back to their countries. In the end, noticing that Africa is not in a good state and as bonuses for the wealth we made on its back, we are giving lectures." He made these remarks in 2001. Now the Pan-African rebellion seeking true liberation for Africa country by country is expelling the neo-colonial presence of France, as well as the U.S. Niger is kicking out the U.S. as well and other countries. But I did not realize that former president of France had admitted all of that. But yeah, that sounds like a pretty good brief history of what the West has done to Africa.
Oh, it's done the West has been great to Africa. The West has just done great things all over the world. It's really been fantastic what the West has done.
We're like McDonald's. We bring delicious things and happiness.
Yeah. Having lived in Latin America just for 2 months, which isn't a huge amount of time, you just got to see all of the great stuff the West has done for Latin America since the 16, 17, 1800s and all the way through Reagan. It's been great. It's been really good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That.
And now we've been sending criminals in our American prisons back to these countries like Venezuela or whatever that makes those countries unstable, that then creates people that don't want to live in those dangerous countries anymore, who would walk 1,000 miles, which is the equivalent of like walking from LA to Utah, but through the desert, not on a road.
And what you mentioned about sending, convicts and things, that's one aspect of it, but obviously a major aspect of why these people flee these countries is sometimes it's because the U.S. actively put in a far-right lunatic ruler. But I'd say the bigger cause than that is just economic war that's been perpetrated against so many of these countries, Venezuela and so many others.
Yep. We destabilize them, make it untenable, and make it so awful people feel like they have no other choice,
and then when they get here, we put up a wall.
Yes. And blame them for the thing we created.
As Steve Bannon said the other day, although I think this is normal terminology, but he called them the illegal alien invaders that come to the country.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots. Well, America is a moron factory.